everybody, welcome to One Drink, a podcast where we talk about one topic for one drink. I'm Oliver.
I'm Matthew.
And today on our history show, we are featuring facts from October 18th to October 24th, as well, of course, as our personal favorite, Medal of Honor.
Gotta do them.
Yeah.
And, you know, Mondays are my favorite day of the week because we here get to let people know about just the crazy history that they didn't know about.
Yep.
And speaking of that, we're going to go to October 18th, 1930.
Ooh, okay.
Joseph Sylvester becomes the first jockey to win 7 races in one day.
Huh?
In one day. So this
He
was...
raced 7 times in a day.
Yeah, and his horse won 7 times.
He raced on the same horse?
Yes.
Oh my god, that poor horse.
That horse is a beast.
Yeah.
But, and still he's the only jockey to do it to this day. Only because they don't
There's probably limits now on like how many times you can race.
Yeah. So,
wow.
Yeah. 7 races.
Wow.
He's like, all right, he just
Guy's
loops
the GOAT.
He is the GOAT.
He's the GOAT.
Loops around, he gets back in the thing. He's like, race 2.
Zoom. Win.
So yes, Joseph Sylvester
Golly.
is the GOAT of horse.
The GOAT.
It's the bottom line.
The GOAT.
Until someone does this,
Yeah.
until I see this happen,
Yeah.
this guy will forever be the best jockey.
The GOAT of the GOATs.
Ever.
Yeah. For
So
sure.
Let's make that happen.
Let's
somehow.
go, Sylvester.
Some way.
Love it. All right, I'm going to take us to October 19th, 1781.
Oh.
As their band played The World Turned Upside Down, the British Army marched out in formation and surrendered to the Americans at Yorktown.
Oh.
More than 7,000 British and Haitian troops, led by British General Lord Cornwallis, surrendered to General George Washington.
There he is.
The war between Britain and its American colonies was effectively ended. The final peace treaty was signed in Paris on September 3rd, 1783.
I mean, there he is again.
Dude, how puffed up would you feel if you were in George Washington, right? And you're standing there like this, watching these redcoat dicks march out to you and officially surrender.
They're like, I give up.
And you're just like this. We won.
GW.
And standing there at the front of the line.
Just
it's good old G-Dub.
that guy, I mean, man.
He's a gangster.
He is.
The father.
He's just the man.
Dude, he's the guy, dude. He's the guy.
I wonder how many, I mean.
You know, and there's no way he could have been a dick either. You know what I mean?
He was probably just a nice, polite.
He's probably just the man.
But when he had to
throw down.
Yeah, he
threw
was,
down.
He was.
Yeah.
He wasn't the GW everyone knew.
Right.
But dude, I'm telling you, he must have had so many women back then. He didn't have to do anything. He
Right.
was just,
Hi, what's your name? George Washington.
oh my god! And that was it.
Probably went like this with his hair and this.
Oh god!
Did
that wig on.
That wig, yeah. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
All right, we're going to go to October 20th, 1947. Radio rights for the World Series sell for $475,000 for 3 years. It's a lot of money, obviously.
In 1947.
1947. But now, we're talking, these TV deals are billions.
Yeah.
Billions of dollars.
Yep.
And for me, I don't even know. Like, baseball is just boring.
Yep.
You know? So
yeah, dude, especially on the radio.
On the radio.
Ugh. God.
He swings. Strike.
And a miss.
And then he gets a ball. And it's still taking forever. But what do you got?
So $475,000 in 1947.
Yeah.
In today's money, that's $5.8 billion.
Yes. What a difference.
Yeah.
I love those
I
calculations,
know.
by the way.
I gotta look them up all the time. I should have this website bookmarked. Figure out how much money it is.
But yeah, just even like the football rights are huge. The basketball,
dude, just commercials during the Super Bowl go for millions and millions of dollars for 30 seconds.
I know.
For 30 seconds, dude. Oh, that's crazy.
And some of them are good, but some of them are just...
Some of them are whack.
Save your money.
Some of them are whack. I'll tell you, I remember some of the stupid ones more than I remember the good ones. Though.
Right, yeah. And people are like, I watch the Super Bowl for the commercials. I'm like, nah.
I watched the Super Bowl for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know, like the commercials are like an entertaining part of it.
Yeah.
You know, but I watch it because
gotta watch
it's the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna watch the Super Bowl of commercials.
And especially the halftime shows. I mean, some of them are...
Dude, some of them are so whack. Like, who's the person that sits there and is like, watches the rehearsal and they're like, yeah.
This is gonna be it.
This is good. Mm-hmm. No,
we should do a show on halftime Super Bowl shows.
Fired. We should. Before the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Like a week before the Super Bowl? Yeah, best and the worst.
Yeah.
Or the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
We should do the worst of the worst. Yep. And commercials of all time. Worst Super Bowl commercials of all time. Mm-hmm. Oh, we're doing that.
Yep.
We're doing that 100%. 100%. All right, I'm going to take us to October 21st, 1879.
Oh.
This is arguably, other than George Washington, the second most important American there's ever been. Mm-hmm. Thomas Edison.
Indeed.
Successfully tested an electric incandescent lamp with a carbonized filament at his laboratory in Menlo Park, New Jersey, keeping it lit for over 13 hours.
It's huge.
Yep.
Huge.
Yeah. And everybody knows that he tried and failed thousands of times before he actually got it right. That's commitment.
That is.
That's commitment. Because let me tell you something. I fail at something like 4 or 5 times.
You're like,
and I'm done.
I don't think I'm going to get this.
Right. I should do something else.
Right. But he knew.
Right.
In his mind, he knew
he was going to get it.
I'm so close to just where I got to be.
Yep.
All right, we're going to go to October 22nd, 1979. Only 8 years since Magic Kingdom opened.
Okay.
At 10:32 at Mickey Mouse welcomed the Magic Kingdom's 100th millionth visitor. 8-year-old Kurt Miller from Kingston, Maryland. He received a lifetime pass from Mickey and Walt Disney World Vice President Bob Allen. So he walks in, now he's got a lifetime pass. 100 millionth visitor in 1979.
Yeah. So we saw, let's see, so we did some minor calculations.
Yeah. Very minor.
About Magic Kingdom. Mm-hmm. There's been over, what did it say now, 250 million?
Over.
Visits since then, and that number, who knows if that's right or not.
And this is just Magic Kingdom.
Right. So, what was it? We found that the average...
The ticket price was $100.
Ticket price average is $100. Yeah. We found that on average per day, saying it's $250 over the last 50 years, per day that comes out to about 13,700 visitors a day.
A day.
And there's got to be points in the year where it's closed or it's, there's got to be some, whatever.
But then weekends,
But that averages out to $1.4 million a day.
Right.
Just in ticket prices.
Yeah.
Just for tickets. That doesn't include the concession stands and all this other shit that they sell and the $20 Mickey hats and like all this crap. And then, so the capacity is what, 50, what did it say, 57,000 is the
max
legal capacity that you can have in there. If they're full, you're talking almost $6 million that they make just in ticket sales if the park is full.
Yeah. And that, again, is just Magic Kingdom. It's not Disney World. It's not Orlando, whatever.
Right. Just Magic Kingdom.
Just Magic Kingdom.
Nuts.
Dude. Just boatloads of money.
Boatloads of money.
Getting dropped off.
Yep. Let me just dump this here.
Just keep backing in.
You have a warehouse where we can put this cash? Oh, you don't? Okay.
But I have never been there.
I've been there.
So you're one of those.
I'm a statistic.
How cool would it have been if you would have got that?
Oh,
or even like the just 200 million,
That's sweet.
And you're just like, yo, dude, I can go for life.
I'm kind of bummed though that that's all they gave that kid is just a lifetime pass.
Right. And I can guarantee you, I mean, maybe he did go back. He didn't go back. Unless he has kids. That's the only way I could see that guy going back.
Yeah, but it's only for him. He gets the pass.
Right.
Why not give me a pass for me and my family forever?
It's
It's not like y'all don't have the money to give out, a couple free tickets. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
It'd been cool if that included like 3 other passes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah, crazy facts right there.
Yep.
Disney, and now that's
They only gave him $100.
pretty much.
Like every time he goes, even if he went twice a year, what's it cost them? $200?
Yeah.
Like that's the best that they could come up with?
But it's not for life. It sounds so.
Yeah, to an 8-year-old.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh my God!
Then he turns 15 and he's like, what the fuck am I going to do with this?
He's like, Magic Kingdom sucks.
Right. Why didn't they just give him like, $100 million?
Right. Oh.
Or $100,000?
Yeah, so I've never been there. I think I've been to the Orlando one. But
Universal.
and that's why Disney pretty much owns everything.
Yeah, dude. Disney,
If you
Amazon, and Google are
if
going
you
to
make
take over the world.
That much money in one day,
Just
off of one
tickets. Just tickets.
man. Now what's there? Like rides, I get.
Yeah, rides
But-
and attractions and
Just Disney.
it doesn't matter. They're making all this money. They could put fucking big old fart emojis everywhere and there'd be
Oh,
people
yeah.
go to see it.
I can't wait to go.
Right.
It's gonna be
Can we take a
great.
picture with the poop emoji? It's got a Mickey Mouse hat on.
So cool.
So dumb. Ridiculous.
Uh,
All right. Let's get into some Medal of Honor.
let's do it.
Let's get into some Medal of Honor. I'm going to kick us off with Corporal Anthony Casamento, U.S. Marines, World War II. For conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity at the risk of his life above and beyond the call of duty while serving with Company D, 1st Battalion, 5th Marines, 1st Marine Division on Guadalcanal in the British Solomon Islands in action against Japanese forces on 1st November 1941. Serving as leader of a machine gun section, Corporal Casamento, all right, I got it, directed his unit to advance along a ridge near the Matanicao River. Matanica River. Sure. Where they engaged the enemy. He positioned his section to provide covering fire for 2 flanking units and to provide direct support for the main force of his company, which was behind him. During the course of his engagement, all members of his section were either killed or severely wounded, and he himself suffered multiple grievous wounds.
Damn.
Nonetheless, Corporal Casamento continued to provide critical supporting fire for the attack and in defense of his position. Following the loss of all effective personnel, he set up, loaded, and manned his unit's machine gun, tenaciously holding the enemy forces at bay. Corporal Casamento single-handedly engaged and destroyed 1 enemy machine gun emplacement to his front and took under fire the other emplacement on the flank. Despite the heat and ferocity of the engagement, he continued to man his weapon and reportedly repulsed multiple enemy assaults by the incoming forces, thereby protecting the flanks and the adjoining companies and holding his position until the arrival of his main attacking force. So this dude took on the whole force.
Yeah, pretty much.
Solo. Kept him at bay.
Yeah.
Kept his main force safe so that they could come in. Corporal Casamento's courageous fighting spirit, heroic conduct, and unwavering dedication to duty reflected great credit upon himself and were in keeping with the highest traditions of the Marine Corps and the United States Naval Service.
Wow.
What a gangster, dude. Can you imagine that? All of your guys die.
Right.
That are supposed to be in position to hold off while your main platoon or whatever gets into position.
And now you are
You're
solo.
the only thing standing between them and us.
Man.
And those machine guns back in the day were supposed to be manned by 3 people.
Oh, and he just...
There was a guy feeding,
those big
a guy
ones.
loading, and then a guy shooting.
Okay.
So like they weren't meant for one person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And they're giving off heat and just... You know what I mean? And then you gotta undo the thing. You gotta put another belt in there. You gotta slap it down. You gotta then you gotta get back behind it. And then you gotta freaking shoot it like.
And he did it himself
solo, while standing around all of his dead friends.
Yeah. Jeez.
You talk about resolve, dude, and courage, bro. It's.
He was like, "You take my men out,
I'm gonna fuck you all up.
I'm taking you all out."
Yep, all of them.
Bottom
and he held
line.
back all of them.
Man.
Can you imagine how frustrating and scary that would have been from the enemy's point of view?
Oh, yeah.
To know that there's one guy, and you can't take out one guy?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Good story.
That instills fear into the enemy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Great story. All right, so we're going to go to World War II, U.S. Army, Walter J. Will.
Walter Will.
Walter Will, WW.
Double dub. I like it.
He displayed conspicuous gallantry during an attack on powerful enemy positions. He courageously exposed himself to withering hostile fire to rescue 2 wounded men, and then, although painfully wounded himself, made a 3rd trip to carry another soldier to safety from an open area. Ignoring the profuse bleeding of his wound, he gallantly led men into the platoon forward until they were pinned down by murderous flanking fire from 2 enemy machine guns. He fearlessly crawled alone to within 30 feet of the first enemy position, killed the crew of 4, and silenced the gun with accurate grenade fire. He continued to crawl through intense enemy fire to within 20 feet of the second position, where he leaped to his feet, made a lone, fiercest charge, and then captured the gun and 9-man crew. So he was shot, wounded, bleeding, crawling, and then he just got the energy, got up, and
took out 9 dudes.
Took out 9 dudes. Bam! Observing another platoon pinned down by 2 more German machine guns, he led a squad of the on a flanking approach, and rising to his knees in face of direct fire, coolly and deliberately lobbed 3 grenades at Germans, silencing 1 gun and killing its crew. So now he's tossing grenades.
Crazy.
Yeah.
He's just crawling from machine gun nest to machine gun nest.
With tenacious aggressiveness, he ran toward another gun and knocked it out with grenade fire. He then returned to his platoon and led it to a fierce, inspired charge, forcing the enemy to fall back in confusion. So the enemy was just like, what is going on?
Right, what is happening?
We are kidding.
Little do they know that it's one guy.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Lieutenant Will was mortally wounded in his last action, but his heroic leadership, indomitable courage, and unflinching devotion to duty live of the perpetual inspiration to all those who witnessed his deeds.
Dang. Whew. So, there's been several stories that we've heard that are similar to this one, where guys go solo with nothing but grenades and a pistol at these machine gun nests.
Right.
And take out multiple.
And taking them out.
And one of them had 9 people in it.
9. He was like, you know what? See ya.
Dude, these guys, these enemies were probably like, what the f*** is happening?
Yeah. Our military...
Where's all our machine guns?
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? This guy took out like 6 of them. Holy crap.
While shot.
While
couldn't walk, but then...
Right. And he's like, well, screw it. I'll just crawl.
Yeah. And then he's still saving his men when he sees them.
Right. And then he goes back and then leads a charge. Savage.
Heroes.
Literally.
Heroes.
The literal definition of a hero.
Yeah.
It's
crazy.
It's crazy. But anyways, guys, don't forget, you can check out more of these amazing stories every single Monday on our history shows, as well as our full-length shows every Wednesday, both on Facebook and YouTube. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Click on the bell notifications to be the first ones notified when our new episodes hit.
Yeah. And we got a cool show coming up Wednesday.
Yes,
Halloween's coming up.
Yep. Got our Halloween special for this year.
Yeah.
On crazy cemeteries.
Yeah.
Crazy haunted cemeteries.
So
it's going to be a good one.
Be ready for that.
Yep, for sure.
And
until next time.
See ya.
Cheers. What's up, guys? Matt and Oliver here from One Drink Podcast, and today we have a special shout out for you.
Yes, so if you are out and about in Rochester and we see you wearing one of Alex's shirts, hoodies, anything, we will buy you 1 drink. We'll take a picture and share
it on both social medias.
Yeah,
and both Gods and Gladiators and One Drink Podcast.
Yeah, share the love.
Share the love.